so we can go closer to Batu, basically.
Am I gonna talk?
Yeah.
This is what the microphone's for.
Really?
Actually, sounds okay.
That's pretty good. I can always give you a little bit more if you don't.
Now you talk.
Just say something.
Hello.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
My name is Batu. Fuck you.
Me, fuck you.
Maybe even closer. I still
Yeah,
sound
you.
pretty
No,
good.
well,
Brody's
Brady,
voice
you're a
just-
professional.
Yeah,
mate.
your
You're a
shit just
professional.
like projects.
Yeah. All right, cool. Lambert sounding.
Oh, I have that sexy voice.
You've
yeah.
always got that.
He's like
low,
so
sexy
comfortable. He
fucking-
looks so comfortable.
I am.
Have you ever seen Lambert uncomfortable? Tell me that.
That's a pose, man.
Thanks, man.
Hey.
It's the Old Spice pose. Power.
Cool. All right, Brody, how are you doing?
Pretty nice.
Maybe you can
like
just pull it to your side, on your side a bit. If you're uncomfortable right now.
That sounded pretty good.
No, I would just lean towards
Fucking
it when
hell,
I'm.
Brody's so loud, man.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. That's no
face
matter
it-
where you put it.
Face it more towards Batu.
No, man, come on.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
I
That's
cannot
good.
see anybody right now, guys.
It doesn't matter.
And they're-
Just you
they're
can
not worth
hear
looking
us
at anyway.
crystal clear. You know, use your ears, your ear vision,
Let
Yeah.
your ears guide you.
Just gonna-
Okay, Brody.
ears view.
yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
We got another Brody story time.
Oh yeah, that's
for,
right.
For the audience today.
Well, can we just say welcome back to the pod?
Oh yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, welcome back to the Big Dick
You
Player
didn't even
Pod.
know we were gone.
Yeah, well, who knows where we are? But on the couch, we got Brody, we got Lambert, we got myself. We also have a special guest.
B2D2.
Hey, guys.
You gotta wait for the introduction.
Batu.
His name is Batu. Batu, you now may speak.
What I'm gonna do right now. I'm
Say
just
hello.
Hey,
You got
guys.
that poem you wanted.
Hello.
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 My name is Batu. Joining the competition from Turkey.
Yeah, we have a special, don't want to say Middle Eastern, international friend.
Man.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's right.
Nee.
Sean always
Be
has to
careful
go
what you
there.
say. You're on record, Batu.
Oh, yeah.
First he's
Yeah.
No politics, right?
This
Yeah,
goes
no-
straight to Spotify
No
and
politics,
straight to.
no religion.
Sean's
you know.
gonna have the world coming after him. First ISIS, now
Yeah.
Turkey.
Yeah.
Or
I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
what would you do if one day it's like people just started looking at you weird and you're like, is he Middle Eastern? No, he's not Middle Eastern. And then you just hear like people speaking like Arabic. And then they keep looking at you. Would you start freaking out?
I don't know where you're going with this.
I have no idea.
What is the scenario?
The scenario is you would just fucking like talk shit about ISIS on the pod.
Yeah. And
One they put
I
up.
stand by
And for
my
whatever
word.
reason they don't like you.
So what? They start following me?
I guess, yeah.
Following my shit?
Is there a lot of
that's
ISIS
scary.
supporters in
I
Berlin?
don't. I mean, the thing
I don't
is,
know. I don't want to know.
Maybe he has a
I'm-
bag chucked over his head, thrown in a van, turns up in the Middle East somewhere.
I think you're forgetting how little it takes to flatter me, Lambert. You know,
True.
Mom, yeah, what is it? We got to ISIS listen to our podcast and they want to kill us now. That's great, Shawnee. I'm glad that it's going good for you.
We're Middle Eastern famous.
Yeah, no. I mean, I guess I'd be flattered that someone listened to what I said and actually took it as of any importance. You know?
okay.
So it's kind of nice.
Even if it is ISIS.
Even if it is ISIS. I mean, they've been going through a rough time as well.
Yeah.
So
You could say that.
Lots of bullets.
The best bullets, though.
Yeah.
it'd be,
The
come on, it'd be
greatest.
flattering that they'd go for me before Donald Trump. You know? That's flattery at its finest.
As you die, I'm better than Trump.
Trump he'd be sad. He'd be like, damn it,
The
I
worst
tried so
bullets.
hard.
damn it. I'm supposed to be the best.
So yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So we're on the couch. This is like a late night sesh.
This is after hours. This is a little after hours.
We
session.
sometimes do this on the pod. We do like, getting different vibes. And this one, you betcha. The lights,
did it with
the lights are low.
Frank, with
They're
it.
dimmed. We've got our Turkish friend Batu. We've got minimal things to talk about. So
We're all a little bit sore.
We are allowing Brody to tell a story now.
yeah.
Fuck yeah. This is how I get you.
Brody, what were you going to go on about?
Just a quick story about how someone almost destroyed my love for pickles.
Really? Okay.
Wow.
Well,
How did that happen?
You've piqued my interest.
So, not long ago, I was on the U-Bahn and I was coming to work
In a galaxy not far, far away.
in a galaxy not too far away.
Correction, you were going to work.
What did I say?
You're coming to work.
Yeah, that's the one.
Unless you meant the pod.
I was.
Yeah. Then
Nah,
yeah,
I was.
he was physically coming.
Yeah, it was really weird. And sorry to everyone on the UA. That was not intentional.
So
Just a little bit.
Where are you heading, Burr?
I believe it was to work, and so I got on and I moved to a little corner to sit and mind my own business. Some guy then gets on like just as the doors are closing. He gets on, stands there. He gives not a fuck. Absolutely not a fuck. But like me and all the other passengers all just look at each other and like, did that actually just happen? And then it hits everyone and it is god awful. This is like, there's been gas chambers in Germany and I've now experienced it. It was horrible, and there was no escape. There's nowhere I could run.
Where did the pickles come into this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Alright,
Okay.
so you know how some smells are just like burnt into your brain. You know them. It's like dog shit or like cake or feet. There's smells that they just get burnt in. You know them. Maybe a day or two goes by. I go out, do some shopping. There's one particular brand of pickles that I like, that I love. They're the salty, real tangy. They're the best ones, and they're get onto them.
The best.
Why are you giving shout outs, man? We haven't gotten that sponsorship yet.
Yeah, well, you got to say their name before they sponsor you.
Fair enough. We'll edit that out.
So anyway,
Go,
I get home and I'm unpacking everything, and I'm like, oh, I'll have a pickle. I open the jar. The smell wafts out from the pickle. The juice smells exactly like this guy's fart. And it was horrible. And now, instantly, bang, like that, these two smells are interlinked. They are interlinked. And now, every time I open up the jar, I hold my breath and I blow the smell off the top, quickly grab the pickles, and then close it again, because the pickles don't smell it. It's just the juice.
Oh, that's fun.
So now I have to.
J-U-I-C.
I cannot casually open.
Just to be clear. It's the juice.
It's always the
It's
juice.
the juice.
They're the problem.
That's
This
what
juice.
really smells.
So now opening a pickle jar is an ordeal. It's an ordeal because I'm actively trying to not remember this guy's god awful fart. It was horrible.
I feel like the folks can smell it back home.
It is
Yeah,
something
if you don't know what it
else.
smells like, go to your local supermarket.
Get
this
some
brand of
pickles.
pickles.
Open and instantly inhale, and you'll be transported to.
Dude,
That's brutal.
It's crazy that
terrible.
this shit happens.
Oh, man.
I had a similar story on a U-Bahn. I was on the platform, and there was a homeless guy, and he had a bottle or like a jar of wiener sausages.
Yeah.
You know how they have them just like floating around in the water?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he was like drinking the water from the wiener.
Oh,
And then he'd pull
Batu is recoiling in terror.
and then after he would like pull out one of the wiener sausages and then start eating it. And just like,
Sausage juice.
oh, that's
and no one
disgusting.
wanted to sit next to him, man. It was
With that sound too.
Oh, that's
yeah.
disgusting.
And then he's like burping. I think he spat on the ground and stuff. It was just
Oh my
like
God.
revolting.
Yeah, I
you know?
can imagine. Oh,
This
that's,
could have been the same guy.
the image of drinking the water was like
it hurts. That hurts my soul.
fucking U-Bahning in Berlin, huh?
Oh,
They
man.
say that Europe has culture.
Yeah, they do.
They do, but they also
It's
it does.
just horrible.
They have a lot of culture,
Yeah, it's
but they
sausage,
also have a
sausage
lot of
in
fucking
juice in a jar.
scumbags. Really.
Oh yeah, there are fucked up hobos everywhere.
There's a lot of homeless, alcoholic.
But there are some hobos that are doing pretty good. Because the guy under Shanaz Ali,
Yeah.
man, this motherfucker is living the life. He has like an iPad, like a fucking Samsung Galaxy S10, Like all this shit, man. Just
So
like,
really, he just doesn't have a house.
yeah, I guess he's saving money in a house and just
Buying iPads.
I don't know. He's like watching sports and he has like a fucking phone contract.
Is it the guy that's right near the like the Spedi, and there's like a table behind?
No, this guy's under the stairs when you're going to like the U2.
Oh, okay.
Like right under there. He has like 2 beds now. One's like directly under the stair, and then he has like a sofa bed beside that. So like, I guess like the sofa bed is the one he uses when it's not too cold. And I guess when it gets really cold, he switches over to like the proper mattress under like.
This
You know?
guy's more set up than I am.
That's
Yeah,
a
but I mean, that's not hard, right?
I did get my lounge off the street.
He's living the, and he has
Nice
like his
lounge
friends
life.
sometimes. They're all chilling. It's crazy.
Yes, his friends are here.
man, that's a social country, you know.
That's nice.
That's
I mean,
hey man, that's he's doing better than most. He's doing better than most. That's what I gotta say. I don't know what kind of shit he has going on, but he has a better phone than I do for sure. I don't even have an iPad.
Yeah, well, I got a fucking apartment, bitch. So suck my dick. Enjoy the winter. It sucks indoors. Okay, let me tell you that, folks.
What if he has like a disease where like the cold is warm for him?
Oh,
hypothermia.
you mean fat people disease.
That's not hypothermia.
It makes you feel warm when it's cold.
It just fucking kills you, man.
Yeah, I know, but you feel warm before you die.
Oh, dude, do you remember how we're saying what would be the best animal power to have? You know, if you could have
I
like
would always choose flight.
yeah, everyone's saying flight, but then we said, what about being a bear and you could hibernate for 3 months?
Ah, yeah, that'd be
and you just
pretty
eat
dope.
like a bunch of shit for weeks on end,
And then you
and then
just, like,
just
pass the
binge
fuck out.
eating, and then pass out for 3 months and miss the entire winter, and wake up in spring and be like, oh,
Time to eat again.
that was fucking,
fucking
dope.
good.
I feel good.
Yeah, that would not be too bad too.
I need to take a crap.
Yeah. Whoa. Do you reckon they shit themselves?
No, I don't think so. They
no.
probably wake up, take a shit, go back to sleep. You know
You
what I mean?
reckon? I thought
Yeah.
I thought it was interrupted.
No, I don't think it's uninterrupted.
What do you reckon, Batu? You're a smart guy.
I don't know, man. It's like, but it's
Don't blame this on
okay,
your
just
language gap.
Scientifically speaking, it's like they're like the body is on basal metabolism, right?
Yeah. It just
So
goes.
it's not really burning anything. It's not using anything. But like when we think about the 3 months, they have to anyway.
Exactly, they got to do something.
I feel like
Does a
having
bear shit
Batu
in the
on the
woods?
show is like having a
a
phone.
fact checker.
Yeah, a fact checker. It's like a way of getting around the rule.
It's like ding 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 ding.
We can't use Google.
Yeah, you're not
like-
allowed to use your
Like
phone.
if you had Frank on the show and he's it was a musical show, he'd be
Yeah,
the same
he'd be-
deal.
yeah.
But Batu is like Wikipedia.
Batupedia.
Batupedia.
Yeah,
I feel pretty comfortable, man.
We got to be like most podcasts. We got to just spread our opinions without any fact checking, and we just got to say it loud and proud.
All right.
Yeah.
The audience.
Anything we just
We're here. We're queer. We don't want any more bears.
Where is that from?
It's just like a Simpsons, but it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's not. We're queer, but it's a bit of a mashup.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
See all these Simpson references.
Ah,
Just
dude,
go.
that's pretty much my life, my childhood anyway, my upbringing.
No, I haven't watched
There wasn't a lot of TV.
littered with Simpsons references.
Really? Okay.
And like that was my introduction to, I guess pop culture. Or
That is
like
true,
because
they
every
made so
episode
many
has a
references.
reference.
Yeah.
So you grow up going, I know this song, but how do
Yeah.
I know it? Oh, it's The Simpsons. Like they've introduced you to so many things, which
Yeah.
is why it's such a cool show, or was such a cool show.
Is it over or is it ongoing?
No, it's still
I was
going.
thinking the other day,
Okay.
actually, it was weird. It was like the first thing I thought about when I woke up was
Yeah.
like randomly. You know when you're just like waking up and you just got random thoughts because you're lying in bed. One of my first thoughts was, I wonder when the voice actors for The Simpsons are gonna die and they just can't do it anymore, or would they get new people?
I think they would get new people.
that sound that could possible.
Have you ever watched?
I think they've done that already. I reckon there's at least one
yeah,
voice
but I mean for
actor.
like the main,
major.
for Homer and Marge and Lisa, like especially Bart. Like
Yeah.
when she goes,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure someone will be able to, because like people are freaky, man.
Yeah.
If you ever like, I haven't
Cowabunga, dude.
I haven't done it for
You
like.
don't have the job.
I haven't done it for the Simpsons.
I get the job of being Bart.
That'll be fucking
How
hilarious.
you going,
Awesome.
dude?
Yeah. I'm Australian cunt. When did Bart become Australian? Cowabunga, dude.
They'll write it in the show. It's just like, oh, Bart moved to Sydney. No,
Yeah.
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Melbourne. I'm from Melbourne.
Melbourne.
From Melbourne.
No, Melbourne.
Is that how you say it? Not Melbourne.
People from Melbourne say Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
They also say like.
It's like Brisbane.
Brisbane.
No, but you
Melbourne.
say it again.
Melbourne.
Yeah, it's like Melbourne.
Melbourne.
They changed their
No, but you
E's
pronounce
to
it.
A's.
You pronounce it different.
Melbourne.
Because you're from
Adelaide.
What do you say?
Adelaide.
Melbourne.
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 But you say
Toronto.
What's that long green vegetable that you cut up to put into bolognese?
What?
Let me have. I don't want to say the word. I want him to say it.
I just want to say that your bolognese is a fucking a bullshit.
Your pizza bolognese.
Like you don't put the fucking whatever this fucking green bullshit you put in it. This
What?
is not.
Starts with a C.
Let me tell you right now, motherfucker.
What? Cilantro.
No,
No,
the other
he's
one.
talking about zucchini.
Zucchini. That's the one. No,
Zucchini.
just say it. Say celery.
Oh, celery.
See? Salary.
Salary. Okay.
Now say, what's the thing that you earn? A salary. Say that. Then say the vegetable and salary.
Salary,
Yeah.
and then celery.
No, you changed it. Did anyone else hear it?
he changed it.
You all heard it.
He changed it a little. Yeah.
Salary.
Salary.
Yeah. And the vegetable is celery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's close enough though.
That's why people in
Close
Melbourne
enough.
say Melbourne.
No, we say
I would
Melbourne
know because
it's
I'm from
Melbourne.
Adelaide.
Like you don't say shit dumb, man, all the time. You sound like a didgeridoo that's broken.
No, I don't.
But yeah,
Where were we?
we were
We got
here.
slightly off track.
Celery, I think.
Sell her.
Sean uses
I just met her.
salary for his celery.
Yeah. He makes his salary from celery.
Yeah. Makes sense.
One more time.
They also say, just a secret, they also say helicopter.
Really?
They're freaks.
Helicopter
Helicopter. Huh?
Say helicopter.
instead of a helicopter.
Mm.
Helicopter.
Charlie, you can look this up on the internet.
Helicopter.
Right, Batu?
It's a
Tell me
helicopter.
it's
What's happening here, man?
Helicopter.
Helicopter.
I don't know. I guess. Yeah, I guess people would say helicopter, but helicopter is. It's very close. But yeah, helicopter. They would say
That's
that.
interesting.
But I think I would. I've been away for long enough that I would
Yeah,
say
you've been
helicopter.
Because
corrupt.
Sean's secret is actually from Adelaide.
But I'd probably slip it out. Yeah, no,
He is.
I'm
He
not
was born
secretly.
there. Out and proud.
I'm out and proud. I've told my story of how I escaped from the fucking
His
prison.
mom water broke while moving through Adelaide, so she didn't have a choice.
We gotta get him out.
Exactly.
If he's born here, he becomes one.
If you picture the film Mad Max, that was pretty much my childhood until I got
Getting
to
out of
Victoria.
Adelaide.
With monster trucks.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Don't get me wrong. The Academy Award winning film Mad Max was made in Melbourne, but it was about Adelaide life. Very much. Don't be confused, okay?
To me, it's just a film. It's just Max.
What's so mad about it? I don't fucking get it.
They're just going on a holiday somewhere, right?
What's with all these ordinary folk just driving around in the desert? Like, fucking,
Was
what's the
that
big
Davo?
deal?
Oh, I reckon I saw Davo in there.
Oh man.
Yeah, in the cinemas in Adelaide, it came out. It was just called Max. Who's Max? Who's this Max bloke that we've been hearing all about? Haven't seen him.
It's a documentary, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. Adelaide's pretty nice. It's nice this time of year.
Is it a big city?
It's
how
the
many
biggest village you'll live in.
Yeah.
It's like 1 million people, but we
that's
all
quite
kind
a
of know
few.
each other.
No, that's quite a few people.
No, but it's whatever. I don't want to go into it.
Remember when Sean's ex-roommate came over and visited, and I
Yeah.
went to school with him?
Ah, yeah, that is true.
Yeah, we did talk about this. But the thing, Adelaide's got amazing beaches.
Really?
Right? Like, the whole of South Australia's coastline is
Adelaide.
fucking beautiful. And the weather is a little warmer than Melbourne. It's kind of like,
It's less temperamental.
well, yeah. Maybe not in so much in... Yeah, okay. I'm going to just give you that one. But Melbourne's weather is temperamental.
4
So
seasons
it doesn't
in
mean that
one
Adelaide
day.
doesn't have temperamental weather. It just means it's less than Melbourne. Melbourne's
yeah.
worse. And
I like it. Bam.
yeah. But Melbourne's weather is like... well, we're talking about the weather. So anyway, the funny thing about Melbourne's weather is...
It depends whether you like it or not.
yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
I'll be here all night, folks.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be here all night.
I was just trying to say that Adelaide is a shithole, but it has nice beaches. That's what I was getting around to. And
Got nice sharks too.
yeah,
Have you guys seen sharks before?
No.
Like up close? No. Just wondering.
if you see one up close,
You're probably dead.
you'd have one arm or something, or like a
Yeah.
chunk bit. just
Yeah.
out of you.
I almost went swimming with them accidentally. I was on a we got a
Accidentally. Okay.
well
Oh,
we were
yeah.
at, we have a shack on an island off of Adelaide called Kangaroo Island.
Okay.
And me and my it's true.
Is that because there's lots of
I'm
kangaroos?
just thinking of all the scenarios.
Or
in my
is
head.
that because of an absence of kangaroos?
No, they got lots of kangaroos.
Okay. I mean, because you never know. Sometimes it's ironic, sometimes it's not.
That's true.
Why
So
do you need to wear a wetsuit to get into the Mustard Museum? Like Brody's just lost it completely. All right, sir, put on your wetsuit. What's going to happen next? You're going to get in the cage, and the sharks are going to come up to you. You're like,
that doesn't seem
you're
right.
looking at your ticket, like, Mustard Museum.
I thought yes, the fucking Mustard Museum.
Yeah.
Didn't say anything about it being out at sea.
It was very strange.
It's underwater.
So me and my cousin, my brother, were out spearfishing, and
Fucking I've can't.
fucking at our favourite spot called Rocky Point, and we were like right out on the point, and we could hear this.
That's the sound a shark makes?
Yeah.
That's Brody when he's hungry. Stomach
Like,
grumbling.
oh, I'm fucking hungry. I need to find a fish.
Spin me one of them fish cans, will you?
But then we're like, what the fuck is that? So we're all like looking out of the water, and there's like this boat just all the way like towards us. Like, what the fuck's this cunt up to? Like, because we're only like a few meters off the point, so we're not in like where the boat would go. And the guy's like, they got these people waving like, get out, get out, get out. And like, why? And he's like, oh, we just saw a school of sharks go past here like a minute or two ago. And we're like, all right.
Oh, shit. That's
Yeah.
fucking dangerous.
Pretty fucking
It'd be funny
scary.
if they called it a classroom of sharks rather than a school. They just fucked up the
It fucked up the whole
versions of
categorization.
grouping of animals, just being like,
There was a murder of sharks here.
I just saw a holocaust of birds. Like, I don't think that's what you call it. Shit.
It's funny, a thing that my brother used to do all the time when I was younger and more gullible, be like, hey, Brody. I'm like, well, and he's like, look, a flock of turtles. And I'd look, and then he'd hit me.
Awesome.
That's
I learned later that turtles don't fly, nor are they called flocks.
What is a group of turtles?
They don't hang out in groups.
Oh, yeah, they're just always like, hey, I'm trying to live to 300 over here. Leave me alone. Yeah.
Turtles are pretty dope. I have to say.
Yeah, they're also delicious.
Oh man.
What, you had turtle?
Yeah.
Where?
It's got to be.
I don't remember. When I was a kid.
What's the,
in
wait,
Canada?
do you have frog legs and shit?
Yeah, I've had that too.
What are they like?
It's like chicken, but better.
Better than chicken?
Yeah, it's better than chicken.
Bullshit.
100%.
Wow, you heard it here from the cat's mouth himself. Lambert is saying frog legs
it's
better than
way
fried chicken.
Way better than fried chicken.
Hey,
I've
but
had snails, but not frog's legs. They
what
don't
about
seem
you,
like that
Batu?
happen.
You're not
no.
You're not
a
adventurous?
stranger to the en français.
What's weird? Oh, yeah.
Sorry guys. I have no French. Even though I have a French girlfriend, sorry.
You've never eaten snails?
Yeah, okay, but you don't have to
No,
brag
never.
about your French girlfriend. So
I
answer
just
the question,
Take
please.
it easy there.
No,
Yeah.
just saying for the audience, like if there's a girl, sorry guys. Girl, sorry.
Stop apologizing.
He's
Nah.
taken. What's the weird
Frog snails.
turkey?
What?
What's something you eat in Turkey that's weird?
Like, for example, in Italy, they eat horses.
Oh man, that's really bad.
What's wrong with
I've
eating
had
Horses are really like
I had a horse
companions.
burger.
I've never had it, but like when I first saw it, I was like,
I
oh.
mean, what's the difference between eating a horse and eating a cow?
I mean, it's not that much. Well, I don't know.
Really,
I've never had
I mean,
a horse.
you go on
so-
taste, right? And how
Yeah,
easy
that's
it
what
is
I mean.
to like how.
But I mean, to most people, they're like, "Oh, you horse?"
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's the same with a
What the
dog
fuck?
because
Yeah.
people see them as like
Yeah, like-
higher up because they're
Probably.
pets
Yeah.
or used in ways by humans that are
Have you had
not
dog?
for food. Like, what do you use a cow for other than to eat it?
It's maybe more
Milk?
identification. you know?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's
It's more like
Eat
they're
grass.
companions for us. The whole
Yeah.
history they were.
Ah, yeah, because in
companions,
India
like, were
they
just
don't
living
eat
with
cows,
them.
right? Because it's like a
it. It's
god.
it's
Yeah.
holy.
Yeah.
It's a holy animal. Which cows? I don't know if you've ever seen or been up close to a cow. They ain't too bright. You know, they're huge, but they're very dumb.
Seems like they seem really cute though. You're like, you
I
kind of
feel
want to
like-
hug them though.
As Dylan Moore and
These big, like,
said,
Or you tip them.
Is that even real?
Yeah, it's a thing apparently. Cow tipping.
I've heard of it, but I don't know if it's actually.
I've never
true.
done it, but I've
If
heard
you-
of it as well.
if we didn't eat cows, they would just be bumping into us in the street, like in India. You know what I mean? They'd just be in the middle of the road, they'd be in shops, they'd be like, fucking hell. Why don't we fucking... Give me a fork. Let's eat this. And that's what...
That's how
That's
the
Dylan-
first guy discovered steak. Why is this cow here?
Now, I can't take credit for that. That's a Dylan Moran joke. But
Oh,
he,
okay.
you know, he was onto something. Which is-
Eating cows.
Yeah.
That's very obscure.
No, just that the fact that if we didn't eat them, they'd be everywhere, like in India. Well, he didn't say the India part. I added that on.
Would that be so bad though?
Sean is just.
I had the racist flair
Yeah,
to
he's
it.
just pissing off everyone on this spot. Who's next?
Can we get a running tally?
Black people? Oh no, we gotta wait. They gotta wait.
Are you kidding me? They're first of the line.
We'll
Every
get back to them.
Every episode. Back to back.
He's working on some real good material.
Yeah.
Don't forget gender as well. Okay.
Oh yeah, them female astronauts.
That's so funny. I can just imagine people like taking that seriously and
They
getting
probably
real
would.
and getting
Yeah,
real
they probably
pissed
would.
off.
You
Why
get,
don't
like-
you, women can be anything that men can be, and I'm like, yeah, I know, it's a joke. That's why it's funny, like to get angry that there can't be female astronauts. But yeah, anyway.
So yeah, we were saying, Batu, have you had? What's the weirdest thing? that
I
you've eaten?
mean, like
Or the
we
thing
don't
you
eat
think-
something like as an animal weird. Maybe it's just mostly like the common stuff we're eating. But
Ah,
the
okay, okay.
pieces maybe like intestines of sheep, for example.
Ah, okay. I mean,
But it is, for example, that one in Europe you cannot eat it because it's like forbidden.
is it?
Yeah, it's like we call it cockroach,
Okay.
and it's like you make it like a donut or something, or in a
Okay,
bread
okay.
or something. But like here, there were a couple of places,
Yeah.
and they what?
Welch's also.
They just close it down. I
They
don't
shut
know why.
they shut the stores down because
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that.
they're not open anymore.
Oh,
like
damn.
in Berlin,
Or
maybe
just-
like 10
well,
years ago, it was here.
Okay,
Like, you
but
can't
also
see it.
maybe they just didn't make enough money because they're selling like sheep intestines. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, come here, get your sheep intestines, and everyone's like, yeah,
Wait, what was that last bit?
you had us at sheep and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
lost us at intestines.
Yeah, you said it really low. Like.
Yeah.
What would the store be called? Like Holy Sheep or something? I'm trying to think of other sheep.
Sheep
Bull
puns.
sheep.
Bullshit.
What's the male sheep called? A ram?
A
Or is
ram. A ram. Yeah.
Is it a ram?
Isn't it gold?
Oh, unless you're from Adelaide, then it's a ram.
Thank you. I didn't understand.
That's why Brody was looking around like, huh?
Fucking Lego cut.
Just pretending I know what's going on.
Yeah, what is it? Maybe. I know the male goat is a ram, right?
Dude, it's a ram.
Should be, yeah.
It both. Okay. I mean, I
For a
trust
male
you.
sheep is a ram.
Have you seen a male sheep?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was like, what's a male cow?
Damn, we cannot
That's a
Google
bull,
this,
right? Or an ox?
Yeah, it's a bull.
What's the ox?
Bull.
Bull is male cow. What the fuck are we talking about? This is like bloody grade school shit. Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Basically.
The podcast special.
Clearly not.
Yeah. No, wait a minute. A cow is wait. A bull is a male cow. Let me get this straight.
A flock of cows?
Is it a cancer of cows? I believe is the group. The collective
It's
noun.
got to be a school of cows.
The collective noun of cows is a cancer. Yeah.
I love if there was a rampaging school of cows just going through the city.
Don't you remember that episode where we were talking about how if we ever had a lull, we'd just say cancer, and then we'd be like, oh, well, that's as low as it can go because we're talking about cancer, and then it's like anything is better than cancer, right? So that's like, all right, we're just flatlining this shit for a minute. Cancer,
then,
cancer,
you come
cancer.
back up.
Everyone's mind's on cancer. Cool, death and cancer, and we're back.
Get the little paddles out.
So what was Brody saying about his, I don't know, BO?
It's cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Dude.
Well, it can only go up from here. It's like a little booster seat.
Exactly. That's normally how I start sex, you know. Just let me get this out of the way. Cancer, 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 cancer. All right, okay, let's fuck now. She's like, what?
Oh, that was surprisingly better than cancer.
So I fucked this guy last night, and he said cancer a bunch, but then the sex was all right. It was surprisingly good after that.
Yeah, the weirdest
I
thing
have
you
to
said
say
was
that
cancer.
was the weirdest part, but then it all got better. Oh, that's a mind game.
Yeah, all right. Well, yeah. That's your sex life, I guess.
No, it's
I had nothing more to say on that.
Yeah.
Can we go back to the cows or the weather?
Okay, have you ever seen Dumb Inventions? Now, tell me, this is one. I was scrolling through Facebook, and when those videos just pop up.
Yeah, and they're like, what's up?
But they're done in a cool way, like because
Yeah.
people have gotten good at making videos now, and you're like, oh, it's just gonna be like they've got music and
Yeah.
ding, ding, some bells and clapping and stuff. You're like, oh, what's this? And it's like a fork with a pizza cutter built into it. So it's like a 2-for-1 kind of thing.
That's dumb.
So someone-
That's really dumb.
It's basically
When you
you
order,
have a
when you
fork-
order the pasta, when you order the spaghetti pizza that we literally actually have just eaten tonight, you can eat the spaghetti off
which
the
is
top and then cut it.
surprisingly good, by
Which
the way.
is also surprising. Maybe this thing isn't so dumb.
For all of
Yeah,
you that
maybe.
haven't tried a spaghetti pizza, it's a lot of carbs, but it's
Yeah,
delicious.
it's definitely worth it.
surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I recommend it. And even the frozen one is also it's decent. So I rate
Leave
it.
your prejudice at the door
Yeah.
and just
I'm not
dive
going,
into Italian culture.
We're
The
not going into
spaghetti
brands
pizza.
yet because we're not getting paid for commercials. But I'm just gonna say spaghetti pizza, not as crazy as it seems. Okay. Anyway, what were we talking
This
about?
fork pizza cutter.
We're
pizza
talking
cutter,
about inventions that suck.
Inventions that suck.
But what about ones that you thought suck, but then later it was actually not that bad of an idea?
The spoon and fork, the spork.
That was actually a good one.
I thought that was a Splade.
There's like
A
two
fine
camps.
line.
There's two camps.
Is it the one that's like rounded and one's like got like a sharp edge?
I feel like that's just
That's a
someone finding a
spade.
way to try and
I thought
ease the tension.
A Splade was more like one that had, from my knowledge, was the one with it had like a sharp edge on it as well, so you could kind of like cut and scoop and fork stuff. It was like 3 in 1. Whereas a spork was more a
Just
spoon,
like a spoon
and a fork.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
I have heard
And
that.
I don't
I've
think
heard that
I don't
theory
think I
too.
think this is out of Batu Wikipedia.
Yeah, he has
man.
no idea what we're
has
talking
no
about
idea.
right now.
A spoon and a fork
I got what you
together.
mean, but like, no. Sorry, guys.
In Turkey, they use their hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You just,
They
you
use
just
an
sit on
actual
the ground.
sword.
Exactly.
We pour the whole fucking meat on the floor and we just eat it from with our hands.
Exactly.
I've seen how they cut the donors. It's with a giant fucking sword.
With a giant sword. Yeah.
There's a machine in Berlin. It's called.
I've seen it because
Yeah,
I used to
get
live
it.
in Charlottenburg where they have one.
Ah, okay, the one that just like zzz, zzz. Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. You get a fair
robot.
Yeah, fuck that shit, man. I don't want a robot
Oh, come
cut
on,
my
man.
kebab.
But you get like some nice little slices of kebab in there.
Yeah, but
Nah.
when you're
I've
eating
seen it in-
donors, you're drunk, you're sloppy, and you're just like,
Oh man, here Döner is
I
really
want to see
shit,
them with the
sorry.
sword doing the action.
Ah, okay.
That's what I want.
Man, that's traditional. That's like
Yeah,
kinda, it
I
looks
want the
nice,
sword
you know?
action. That is like, hey, look
Nah,
at me.
that's. I just
Rather
like,
than like when they get the little electronic thing, it's like, zzz, like they're I don't know, doing home renovations.
Doing a haircut.
It's like
You
they
want,
use it
number
as,
two, right?
They use
Yeah.
it to like, yeah.
Just a little off the top.
And then to have a robot, it seems like Japanese or something. You know,
I like the Japanese.
yeah, so do I, but I don't want them making my kebabs. That's what the Turks are for, right, Batu?
Sure, man. That's our job.
That's yeah.
You need Döner, you get a Döner.
Back
you
the
know?
fuck off, Japan. Who else can I piss off? Now,
He's
another thing about
he's
Japan.
ticking off the list. Pearl Harbor was not a mistake.
Yeah. Pearl Harbor, motherfucker. You had that
Oh, man.
that A bomb coming for you.
They had 2 bombs, I think.
Did they? They had 2. Yeah.
Oh man, do you
That-
reckon they were like, we fucked up after the fact?
They're like, oh, we should have done that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the whole thing was, it was the race to get the A bomb, and then America, when they got it, they only had like the capacity to build 2 every 6 months or something. Like, it
so
took a
they-
really long time to.
So
to
they were
make
like, let's just give him both.
So they bombed Japan, and they bombed them because they had 130,000 U.S. prisoners of war, and they were like, if you come onto Japan territory, we're gonna kill them all. So that Japan were like, well, America,
Try. They were like, try me, bro.
yeah. So America was like, well, fuck that. If we can't come onto your land, we're just going to bomb the shit out of you. So they dropped the A bomb, and then they said, surrender, or we're going to do it again. And they're like, no, we're not surrendering. And then they drop another one, and then they're like, okay, we surrender. And then they're like, they didn't surrender straight away, actually. They're like, they kind of hesitated, and they're like, if you don't, we'll drop another one until, until you
The
just...
bluff.
Yeah, so they bluffed their way into getting them to
Yeah.
sign the treaty.
Yeah, that's
We don't
Because it
actually
would have
have
been
another
another
one.
6 months before they could
They
drop
could
another
drop
one.
another one, yeah.
But thankfully, they fucking surrendered. I wish they'd surrendered before.
Yeah, you know what? That's the kind of thing where you're like, fuck, why didn't we say like we surrendered after the first one?
Shit, again, we fucked up.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue the U.S. didn't have to do it, or
Yeah, that too.
but
I mean,
it's history and it's the way it
Exactly, it already happened. We can only talk
went.
about it right now.
We can only talk about it, but my opinion, I think
It wasn't.
those Japs, man, they were fucking.
There it is.
Oh man, no.
Let me tell you about them Japs.
You mean jalapenos, right?
That's the,
There are some
Shorthand.
spicy Japs. That's like burning a couple of Spanish people as well, because it's Filipinos. I'm like pronouncing it wrong. Them spicy Japs. What is he talking about?
Jalapenos.
Jalapenos. They're spicy.
No, they are like pepper. It's not too spicy, but sometimes it still hits you, and you're like, "Oh shit, what is that? Jalapeno? What the fuck?"
Sometimes they be
You know?
Yeah.
they be real spicy.
Yeah. Sometimes
I don't know
it
why
just,
that is.
like hit you.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I heard it's because of the weather.
Probably.
I think Japs is a good segue out of talking about World War II
Bombing
stuff.
Japan and.
I know it's interesting. Like I slept through most of history classes, so it was like,
Oh man.
What are you gonna say? I
all you
slept
gotta
through
do-
the war.
We've already mentioned this, like the Ken Burns documentary, on an earlier pod with Frank, I think. But
I missed those.
dude, they
'cause
go for so long. But if you have time, one time, just
Ken Burns,
watch it.
huh? Okay.
Yeah, the
I'll check
World
'em
War
out.
II one is like epic.
I'll check
It's
'em out.
good, and the Vietnam one. Totally fucked up. It's like
Yeah.
the worst war ever. It was such a shitty war. It
Well,
was so bad for everyone.
yeah.
All around.
Oh,
So yeah,
the Viets are some badass motherfuckers.
oh man, it's totally different.
Landscape and
Yeah.
etc. It was,
Totally
like,
different.
not
Like
easy.
in this documentary, like the guy was saying, the bravest thing about every day was just getting up and walking through the jungle, because you didn't know what the enemy looked like. They were hiding in the jungle, so you just
Yeah.
didn't know when you were gonna get ambushed.
Oh, fuck.
And there were fucking landmines everywhere.
Oh, that's
so
probably
you just
scary
like
as fuck.
every time you took a step, you'd be like,
Yeah.
that was one, and then you take another step, and
Yeah.
I'm like, that's gonna fuck you up in the head when you
Yeah.
come back and you try to go to work. No wonder why there's so many fucked up,
Yeah, people.
with a post-traumatic
Stress disorder.
yeah, exactly. Whereas in World War II, that didn't happen as much because they went there with this, this intention of like, oh, we're doing the right thing. And once they saw the camps and everything, they were like, oh, we know for sure we're doing the right thing. Whereas in Vietnam, after a couple of years, they were like, what the fuck's going on here? No one's. Are we the bad guys?
Also, like every step I take, someone might just get my leg blown off.
I have to
and
say,
maybe my balls too.
Those two documentaries are like the best war documentaries I've
Check
ever
them
seen.
out.
Yeah.
And sponsor us, please.
Yeah.
Ken Burns.
Kenny B.
Hashtag KB.
KB,
But yeah, getting back to the invention.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys know the Snuggie?
Yeah.
It's
Man, I
just
remember
the
seeing these infomercial. Yeah, it's a fucking robe.
It's a robe, but
reverse
on
robe.
the other way.
Yeah, but it's fucking awesome, man.
Well, it's a blanket with sleeves, right?
No, it's a reverse robe. It's
a reverse robe.
Yeah, if you have a robe,
If you just
reverse
accidentally put it on the wrong way.
wrong way, it's a fucking Snuggie. But it's actually quite brilliant because when you're fucking cold, you just like. You lie down, and your arm goes through, and it's just
like you're hugging a robe or something.
and then
come here.
and it's very prevalent in today because you have your cell phone in your hand, right? So your arms are free to like do whatever. So they were ahead of their time if you think about it. Because when the Snuggie first came out, it was all like fucking.
The funny thing is, I don't think about it. I think about that, but
I don't really think about it that often. But when you
Snuggies.
think about it, it's like.
But now you got me thinking.
Do you remember Crisscross?
It's not that bad.
Where they wore all their stuff backwards.
Do you remember?
They actually did.
Pioneers.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Abtronic?
Which one's the Abtronic?
There are
was
so
like-
many ab.
It was
Yeah.
like the first one
Is
where
it
you
the
would strap
electrical
it to your
thing?
chest. To your biceps.
Oh, and then it would,
Not
like,
biceps,
shake?
your
Your
Well, you could actually
Your
put it
belly.
anywhere. You could like strap it to your biceps or
And it
or
shakes,
your
right?
what?
Does it shake?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
sends like electric shocks into your muscles and would make
yeah.
them like tense.
Yeah, my aunt had one of those.
And they're like, you can get a 6-pack of abs in only under 2
that
months.
shit hurts like a motherfucker, man.
Oh yeah.
I wore it. A friend bought it, or his brother bought it.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, my brother's got the Abtronic, let's try it out. And we put it on. It was just like giving yourself a little bit of a taser shock
Yeah.
every couple of seconds. And you're like,
hurt, man.
It was so shit. Like it's the biggest scam ever.
Yeah, big time.
But they turn out to
But
not
fucking
actually
fat
work
people,
at all,
man.
right?
No.
Yeah, of course
it
not.
didn't
Of
work.
course not.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Like scientifically.
Yeah, no, it's and like the Dr. Ho, I don't know if you know this dude. He had like the same idea except he did like patches that you
Yeah.
put on yourself and then it would just like give small electrical shocks.
Man.
And then a friend of mine he actually bought it, but he just bought it as like a gimmick because you could max it out and it would just like hurt like a motherfucker. So he'd be like, "Hey man, like you want to get abs? Put like all 4 on you." Turn it all the way up and just press the button and watch you squirm like and you couldn't really move because it would just like contract your abdomen, so you would just like take it for like the few seconds it lasted. It's fuck, man.
Where the fuck is his friend, man? Just going around electrocuting
Oh no,
each
he
other.
did he just pranked a lot of people. Like as long as I've known him, he just pranks people.
Well, yeah, he also
pretty awesome.
electrocutes people.
I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't kill you, but it
Yeah.
hurt like a bitch. But yeah, what else were there?
So many stupid things.
Slap chop.
Oh yeah.
What?
The slap chop. You
What
don't
was
know
that
the slap
one?
chop?
It's,
It's like you put like you put like the veggie inside of this like
Oh, the nicer dicer,
I guess you could call it that. I don't know if that's what it's called.
where you just put pieces of
Thing
vegetables
and you just
then
hit the
they
top
hit the top, boom, and
and it
all
cuts it up.
chopped.
Yeah.
And then
But like the
sits-
blades rotate.
Yeah,
like
so it
this,
like-
Well, you
that-
had different like settings or different
Probably.
pieces of plastic that would cut it in different ways.
Yeah, it's just a knife that.
Yeah.
It's just a knife that's with more like complexity.
Or my favorite and the one that I actually bought was the Magic Bullet. I don't know if you guys know that.
It's like a blender, right?
It's like a blender, but it's fucking awesome.
But it's not a blender.
it's not. It's
But
not.
it's actually
This one's
pretty
actually
awesome.
good.
This one is actually like really really fantastic.
For 3 easy payments. Of
It was like
$19.99.
$20. Like you could buy it in the store.
Anything
I just
for
bought it in
3
the store.
easy payments
Yeah,
is a scam.
It's
It's a
or
fucking
close
scam.
to it, or close to it. But that's how they get you, right? Oh, 3 easy payments of $6.99. Just give us your credit card information.
I love the one where it's like double CD or just like a CD collection of the greatest hits of rock and roll and through the decades, 60s, 70s, 80s, all the hits. Tired of searching online for hours for all your songs, and like it's got a picture of an old lady just like, oh, I'm so confused. Well, don't worry.
They also had like
worry no more because we've done all the searching for you. We've got the hits from the Bee Gees and like it goes, the Eagles and all your favorite classic hits.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder who buys half of these things, man.
People that don't have the internet, which is
Or I mean, back then the internet wasn't really a thing.
it's still not a thing for people of that age.
Okay,
they don't
fair
have the
enough.
internet.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like my grandparents, when they were alive, they didn't use the internet. Like I could have Skyped. I have the technology to Skype my grandma from Berlin to Melbourne.
She was like, fuck it.
And there's just like, I think I did it once,
Oh,
and she's so confused. I'm like, she's like, oh, just start talking to someone else. Like, I'm not actually in the room. You still have to be in the shot. Like, there's no.
Is he still there? Oh, I'm just gonna go make some lunch.
And the way that they'd like kind of talk at the iPad.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Be like yelling at it.
Yeah, my parents are still pretty noob at that stuff.
Yeah, my parents are the same. Like if I video chat them, every time they pick up the phone, it's always
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Shawnee. Just give me 1 sec.
No, you're there. I can see. No, back.
David, it's upside down. You can't. Wait, sorry, Sean. Just 1 sec. Okay. Where's the video gone? I'm just. This is the 700th time.
Yeah.
That you've answered the phone, and every time it's the same. It's never easy.
Yeah.
I'm
just like, wow.
What is it like? What is it with
do they ever
parents
do
and
stuff that
technology?
surprise you sometimes?
I'm like, well,
like
that's
one day
gonna
I saw my mom like someone's post on Facebook, and I was like, when did she learn to do that? What the hell?
Liking shit on Facebook.
I was like, that's not my mother who hacked her Facebook. So then I messaged her. I was like, hey,
Are you liking
things on Facebook?
She got
She's
hacked?
like, no. She's like, oh yeah, like I saw it, I liked it, so I hit the button. I was like, I didn't even know you knew how to do that.
Parents have just discovered Facebook.
Put 2 and 2 together, really.
Yeah. But I was surprised because like other shit, it's like rocket science.
Yeah.
And the thing I thought would be rocket science is like, oh,
I like this thing,
I'm gonna
and then I
repost
hit
this
like. My mum will always. She'll never wear her glasses, but she can't really see. And every time the phone's ringing, she'll get it and she'll just hold it out. She's like, I'm like, Mum, just answer it. Just answer it and ask. Or wear your glasses. I don't like wearing my glasses.
I have a fucking great story with my dad and failing on Facebook. I was in New Zealand at the time.
yeah,
And my dad's taking photos on his new iPhone.
yeah,
He's taking photos and stuff, and he has Facebook. He was newly on Facebook.
yeah.
And this is at the time when there was a terrorist attack in Berlin at the Christmas market, when there was like a lorry driver just drove into the crowd.
Yeah.
And I think I posted on Facebook something like, hey, I hope everyone in Berlin's cool, like, because I didn't really know what was going on. And so I said something like, it's tragic what happened, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And my dad didn't really understand Facebook and the difference between pages and posting. And he thought he was on his page posting about New Zealand, but he was actually on my... commenting on my status, which was
about the Berlin thing.
About the Berlin thing. So he posted a picture in the comments saying with like the mountain, like the tallest mountain in New Zealand, snow-capped mountain, looks like Lord of the Rings, and just says, another beautiful day in New Zealand.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
So funny.
Oh man, that's awesome.
The thing is, he had no idea as well. And then it was a whole ordeal, like trying to explain to him that I'm like, Dad, I need to get into your account so we can delete the comment. Because I can't delete it and blah blah. He's like, what? I don't understand.
Oh man,
you just mocked some victims
really
of a terrorist.
bad.
it's just another beautiful
Yeah.
day.
Meanwhile, in New Zealand, life is fantastic.
My dad,
Just
my
another
dad
beautiful
was
day
also
in
like,
this.
he was like searching some name, checking for some people, like me, my mom. Instead, he was writing on the story, so that my name is popping up like 3-4 times, my mom's name. At least we saw it that my dad has no another affair. You know?
Yeah.
Like, just,
In
like,
his
writing, like,
defense, though,
interesting, different
those two
woman names.
things look very.
Yeah, they do look very similar, or they used to, anyways. I haven't been on Facebook in a while.
The
But yeah.
Facebook app looks very like if where you search for stuff and where you post stuff are literally just above each other.
That's annoying.
That's true.
I reckon it's got to be some kind of like little fucking in joke between the engineers. They're like,
Probably.
oh, fucking give it there. See some funny shit.
Yeah, imagine just lines of Batu. You're like, why is he doing that?
Little advertisement. It's not bad.
Oh man.
It must have been so easy to be unfaithful to your woman back in
the
like the day.
Oh,
before.
for sure, yeah.
Like back in the 50s, be like, "Where have you been?" You're like, "I've been out." Oh, okay.
Well, I've no way to
I've
check
been working
that.
late.
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh, damn, I have to believe him." No other way of me.
Especially like she wouldn't have a car or something.
Yeah,
You know?
and then she's like, "I don't believe you," and then you just be like, "Shut up, woman." Like it was a different time, and now. Well,
Oh, yeah.
bet your ass. People can
You
check.
can't get away
You
with
can't.
anything.
They know where you are all the time.
You don't just have to have lipstick on your collar.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
You got lipstick everywhere.
Ah, so it said you were online with Vicky at 3:35.
That's my mum's
What?
name.
Where
Don't
did
say
you
that.
get this from, bro?
My bad, Brody.
Where did you
Leave
get
her out
from,
of this.
Hey, you leave my mum out of this, and I'll leave this out of your mum.
Mum, don't listen to this part. Go back in time and stop listening.
No, Mrs.
Well, now
Brody.
your cell phone tracks
Mrs. Brody.
everywhere you've been, right?
Yeah,
So like you can literally look at like your GPS.
Yeah, you are like if you've got it set on Google.
Like every month Google sends me an update of my journey around, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty sad. I went to
is it
work
like a
and back
threat
home,
or
went to
something.
work
It's
and
like,
back
we
home.
know where you've been.
yeah. It's the worst when you like you have the health app on your iPod when it's iPod, iPhone. When you're on your iPhone and it's like how many Ks you've done in a day, and when you're on holiday you tend to walk a lot more. So you walk on like between 5 and 10 kilometers normally, unless you're in New York and it's like 20 kilometers because the blocks are so big. But then you get back to home and it's like 1.2 Ks.
Yeah, you're not doing much, moving around.
You're like, and that's the day I left the house. There's days where it's 0. You did not move.
You need help. We've dialed 911 for you.
I was on the lounge.
I was binge watching Ken Burns. God damn you.
Does he have a YouTube channel, or is it like a?
There's a couple on Netflix. And
Oh, it's on Netflix. Oh, that's really awesome.
Yeah, the ones I mentioned are on Netflix, but
Okay,
he's got
cool.
heaps of them, so they're not all on Netflix. There's only a couple.
Okay.
Anyway,
I need to get Netflix.
You don't just share it with like.
Brody.
placement product.
Really?
Yeah, just-
you don't
just-
have Netflix?
Does
Just
anyone
find
have an
someone
account,
that has
please?
like a family or
Please
something.
sponsor Brody for his own a Netflix account, so he can get with the times.
At least Amazon Prime.
Yeah, he has Prime.
I don't have that.
Oh,
For
okay.
this Christmas, try thinking about someone else other than yourself.
Yeah, for
the cost
just
of a
$1
coffee
a
a day.
day,
Just $1 a day.
you can sponsor a Brody.
Please, I've only got Amazon Prime.
I've watched
Oh,
everything.
the interface is really confusing.
But seriously, please help.
Yeah.
It's coming into winter. It's very dark, and very
Brody,
cold.
I mean, it's kind of sad that you don't have, someone that you can leech off. you know.
Yeah,
I would let you leach off me,
You're
but
gonna
I'm
say
leeching off someone else.
Yeah,
So,
that's the problem when you're leeching off of someone else.
Yeah,
You can't
I'm
just
just
give
saying.
it out, because then there becomes.
I feel like it's musical chairs and Brody's missed out. You know, he's like we're all sitting on a chair and Brody's like trying to find a chair. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Brody, you don't have Netflix.
I'm gonna take my Prime and go home.
Goodbye. Take my Prime. Yeah, well, it could be worse. You could just be watching
Or
YouTube.
what you could do is you sign up for an account, because I did this way back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember Mega Video.
Mega video, yeah.
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 Streaming
It's just like a
Like streaming,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can upload stuff or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So, like, I used to use the free version of that. I don't know. I was really young then, 16, 17. I don't know. But I used to use the free version, and then it would cap how many, like, something you could watch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. I just want to keep watching whatever I'm watching.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people were obviously using Mega Video. And I don't remember what the subscription was. I was like, you know what? I'll get the subscription, and then I'll charge everyone like $2. And I had like 15 people using it. So I ended up making money from it. Because they all just thought I was also paying. Because I would tell like 3 guys, like, why don't we all put in $2? And then you just extend it.
Does anyone want to join my
So what you gotta
multi-level-
do,
my pyramid
yeah,
scheme?
basically. So what you gotta do, Brody, is just man up. You start your Netflix,
and
then,
you recruit 2 people, and then they recruit 2 people.
Exactly. But then that was the other problem too, where people were recruiting other people. So other people were making money off of like me making money. So then you kind of gotta like change the password up just to make it annoying for everyone, you know.
I
So
like
then,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I expect
I'm not on board.
I expect
think
5%, Brody. Just saying.
Like a finder's fee. All right, yeah, I pay
Man.
5% of this random.
But it's less of a hassle, right? For you.
But who doesn't have Netflix?
Obviously you. I'm
Me.
sure there are 3 other people out there.
You know, you can't have a pyramid with one person.
Well, you got to start
That's
at. Someone
just
has to
being
be
poor.
the top, right?
Well, yeah,
That could be.
I mean, everything at once.
Jeez.
Just saying. Just saying. Just don't tell them about the Big Dick Players podcast.
Yeah.
Because
Tell them about the podcast.
when they listen to this episode, you are fucked.
Motherfucker. I knew it.
They're coming for you with pitchforks.
Well, you know, till then.
All right.
I heard someone knocking on the door. No. Already here. I used to in primary school. There was this Asian chick. I forget her name, but she used to sell chocolate bars and candy and stuff. Just because we didn't have a tuck shop or a canteen at my primary school, and she could get it wholesale. So she'd buy like boxes
clever.
of Mars and Twix and all this stuff, and then
just
bring it to
sell them
school.
to people.
And she was selling it to
That's
all the
awesome.
kids.
That's awesome.
And she was
Yeah.
killing it. Like she was she had the monopoly on the whole school.
For sure.
And she even got like she put tabs on people. So she was this is like an 8.
Holy
she must have
shit.
been like 10 years old or something.
Man.
And she's putting like tabs down like you owe me $20. You owe
That's
me.
crazy.
And someone like, was like, oh, put it on my tab. Put it on my tab. You know.
That's crazy.
It's like, sorry, you don't get any more until you pay your tab, and like cutting people off, and
That's
I'm
awesome.
like, whoa.
That's some gangster shit right there, man.
But I made sure I never got into debt with her, man.
Yeah. You don't want to get in trouble.
It was a good lesson. I learned from other people's mistakes.
Yeah.
You know,
You don't want to get cut off.
people
or
getting
you-
hooked on it. Come
that
on, man,
sugar
just
rush.
one more Twix. I just need one more Twix. I swear I'm good for it.
Oh, man.
I get paid on pocket money on the fucking weekend. Yeah.
Your primary school didn't have a canteen?
Yeah.
That's
So-
unlucky.
Yeah, the 90s Australia primary schools.
But how do you guys get the food then?
You
bring
just
it
brought
with
your
you.
food.
You bring food.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, regardless, you would
You
bring
don't really
your food,
eat.
right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like 9 till 3. You just have to eat.
Once.
You have like a juice box and
Yeah,
a
a
fucking sandwich,
yeah.
and then you're good.
Well,
Maybe an apple, and then it was crap. You know, it was great going to high school and they had a canteen.
What, peanut butter sandwiches? Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was
PB&J's,
doing
what
Vegemite.
up?
Vegemite. Actually, I had peanut butter for a while. But you had to mix it up every now and
I
then.
had a
yeah,
peanut butter sandwich every day.
And ham cheese is always a good one.
The thing is, peanut butter sandwiches keep well. Other sandwiches, not so much.
I think sandwiches, once they go in plastic wrap, that is just like they've suffocated them. Like, I feel like I'm eating a dead sandwich. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, when it's wrapped, It's different. Like, just don't wrap it. I'd
Yeah,
rather
I
it go a
guess.
little bit.
I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
that's
Because
Get a little bit of air to it.
I
Rather
would
than,
put them in like a Glad bag or whatever,
Yeah.
and then I don't know.
I wasn't as. My parents didn't do that. They just wrapped it in plastic.
Oh, okay.
So, fuck it. Deal with it.
It's like a dead body.
Yeah.
We would only have like the canteen would only be open once a week, so you'd have to put your
that's
money
brutal.
in a little bag on Friday, and like
Save
the
it
bag had the order form on the back, and then
yeah, we
on
used to have
Monday
that.
on Monday it would come in. That's what I mean. That's our canteen.
Well, our canteen was like a milk bar, as they say in Melbourne, which is
a deli.
a deli in Adelaide, which is a. What is it in the rest of the world? I guess you would say it's a Späti or a convenient store.
Probably is, yeah,
But in
convenience
the
store.
suburbs.
Okay.
Sorry. And anyway, you'd write down your order on every Friday, and then you give it to the shop by recess, and then by lunchtime they'd have it ready, and you'd be
Nice.
like, I want a pie and a donut and a Big M, and which is
Yeah.
like chocolate milk. And Fridays, man, that was so good.
Oh man, chocolate milk is.
And I can
shit.
even remember the day that they brought in the different sauce packets. You know how they had like sauce used to just come in like a sachet,
Yeah.
and you'd rip it and then put
Yeah,
the sauce
yeah,
on.
yeah.
But then they brought in the 90s like the squeeze,
Okay, like
Yeah,
where you like
yeah.
you'd squeeze the two little tomato the
Yeah.
ketchup butts together, and it would squeeze through the middle.
yeah.
I had no idea how to use this, and no one told me, and it would have been like 7 years old, and I squeezed it straight in my face.
Oh,
And it went all in my hair, and I didn't even realize. Like, I just wiped it off my face
Yeah.
with some paper towel, or whatever. And the teacher didn't see me or anything, so I went home. And that day, I was staying at my grandma's house. That's how young I was, because you're staying at grandma's house. You must be young. And she gave me a bath, and she's like, "What have you done? Why have you got tomato sauce all over yourself?" It's like my hair had gone
you dried up in your.
it dried up and gone stiff. The whole day.
Oh man, no one told you to.
Yeah, man. But I can remember that just getting squirted in the face. It was like, damn it.
Yeah, you do.
Bring back the normal sauce.
These things are good when you know how to use them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Would have been nice if someone explained that to
Yeah,
me.
just a little tutorial.
I guess
right?
I got done
trial and
when
error.
I was younger, but it was because my cousin,
I got
we were
done
sitting
when
at
I
a
was
table and he was playing around with it.
So then he
Just
squirted you.
I think Sean, you'll recognize this. I think we were at the Big Pineapple when it happened. I do believe.
I've never been to the Big Pineapple, but that's like, what, Toowoomba?
Was it? Is
no.
it a big pineapple because there's loads of pineapple?
Where is it?
Because there's
It's
no
a
pineapple.
big pineapple because I think they have pineapples there, but it's also a gigantic pineapple.
It's a gigantic pineapple because they grow pineapples there, and it's a tourist attraction.
Fair enough.
That's what they do in Australia. Like, if we... They
Do
don't
a
even
lot of
have to
something.
produce anything. They just put big
Big in front of it.
shit. Like a big shrimp,
We have the
a big
big
ram,
Scotsman in
a
Adelaide.
big koala. I don't know why they make big stuff.
Big mata.
Hey, wow. Bring it to Berlin.
Yeah.
And New Zealand does it as well.
Okay. Must be a down under kind of thing.
Because the
Big
towns
galah.
are so
The
shit
big galah.
in between.
So
right?
you need something to
So it's like,
spice things up a little.
it's literally they put stuff there
Yeah.
so people stop and buy stuff. They're like, oh, we'll stop at the town with the big carrot.
Yeah.
Rather than, oh, we'll stop at the next town that we have no idea what it's called.
Yeah.
And we don't give a shit about. So they stop at the town with the big carrot. It's a landmark.
Fair enough.
So, but yeah, it's like one person did it. They're like, hold on a bloody minute.
Yeah, makes so much sense.
Hold the fuck.
You're going to have the bloody big carrot. I'm going to have the big onion. There's no bloody fucking llama. Fucking big ass bogan.
That's why we're the big dick place.
yeah.
We're going to have a giant knob in the middle of our town.
Just fucking come stop over with the big dick players. Come see the big dick.
Dad, can we stop at the big knob?
I stopped when I was in Australia at the start of the year. I stopped at the sign for the turn off to Iron Knob.
Iron knob.
Noise.
That's nice. Nice.
Because I'm about 5 years
Imagine
old.
how... Because you're, yeah. Real mature, Bradley. Well,
I
the
brought back
iron
some
knob.
iron knob.
Imagine having an iron knob.
Oh, that'll
Like
hurt. Not you, but everyone
I
else.
am Iron
Knob.
Man.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Iron knob. I have an iron knob.
Ding dong, ding dong.
Yeah, I reckon that would hurt a lot.
What, for her or for you?
Anyone. I just hit people with it.
For anyone that I fuck.
Of course you would.
It's like run up to people like, bam.
You just got iron knobbed.
That's true. And you could start
what I mean?
calling it the weapon.
Yeah. Then you could like register it as a lethal weapon.
Exactly.
Just for the fuck of it,
Yeah.
you go to the police station like,
Real talk though, my dick is a weapon.
yeah. What do you mean? Officer down.
Bullet shoot out my dick. 10-4, we got an officer down. We got a man with an iron knob.
What happened? He doubted him.
Yeah.
Why don't you help him?
You know, they got like a movie for every one of these superheroes now.
Yeah.
You know, Iron Man.
Yeah,
it's
that
like
is true.
it's like the
Iron Knob
reboot.
does sound like a superhero, like
Yeah.
not even a raunchy one, just the Iron Knob.
It's about a doorknob that's made out of iron. Everyone pays to watch it. Like,
Yeah, well, we got to see all the movies. It's in the.
Matt Damon is the Iron Knob. In his best performance yet. To date. I'm Matt Damon.
I'm made out of iron. This is my story.
oh man.
I got my dick caught in a steel mill. The tip of my dick is iron. I ain't like everybody else.
This is the origin story.
If Marvel wants to hire us, we're available.
Yeah, well, Netflix is taking anything now, so we could put this
Almost
part
anything.
of like the Marvel universe. Like, it's like an iron knob. We've like talked to Matt Damon about playing him and stuff. He said he's like he's tentative.
Yeah. So it seems like a role that I could play.
The story is it's a little, you know, it's a little off center, but the script is solid.
Script is solid.
Haven't seen anything since The Departed.
yeah.
Anything like it since The Departed.
Yeah, so iron knobs. I had someone else.
Sorry, I think-
someone's robbing me.
I believe Batu has just died in the kitchen. I told you not to play with the knives.
Exactly. I can hear shit going on.
Do you remember? Did you ever have petrol restrictions in Melbourne? We had them in Adelaide a few times.
Petrol restrictions?
Yeah.
No.
You could only. It was the odd even system.
Oh, really? So what did they, like, if you're odd, you're not allowed to...
Yeah. So one day you could buy petrol.
Okay.
The next day you couldn't. I don't remember why. Well,
So the
obviously-
gas station has to enforce it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think mostly it was like an honor system.
Okay.
Because I mean, you tell people you can't do it. You know, you generally, unless you're a fucking asshole, you're gonna. And if you're like an odd,
But I mean, technically, it
oddball
was
like
just
you.
like...
an odd number, I was gonna say.
Okay, I thought you were going to say oddball.
I don't know how much that solves, though, because you just fill up your car one day, and then the other day you fill it
Yeah,
up
well, people
another day.
fucking freaked out. They're like, "We're not gonna be able to get anywhere," and it's like, well, yeah, you can also just buy your petrol like
On
a little
the
bit
days,
more.
Yeah. Instead of putting 5, you just fill it up.
I don't know. Maybe it was more of a psychological effect. Like,
I don't know how that would
you know,
work, though. Like, you know, how does that stop people?
Well, probably like if you can only buy petrol every second day, maybe you might like, oh well, let's try and preserve petrol and just
Maybe.
take a bus.
I don't
I
know.
mean, lots of people take trains and buses in Adelaide anyway, so I guess maybe it's just like a when they brought in
Hustle and
the
bustle of Adelaide.
yeah.
All 1 million on...
Wow, trains and buses. Sounds amazing.
We also have a bus that goes on tracks
Whoa.
called the O-Bahn.
Oh.
What?
A tram.
Oban?
O.
In Turkish we say it metrobus. So they just mix it together with the metro.
It has little
Is this like when a
wheels that goes
train and a
out.
bus had sex?
No, but it just there's a separated line for the bus. In the middle it looks like a train. But just a road.
There you go.
I got one word for you, Birdie. Monorail.
Well, you know.
Adelaide. it's on everyone's list now, obviously.
Yeah.
We're also
Make
the
sure
place
you
that,
check it
You
out.
know, you for all those people who are on the down, get them credit cards out, start typing in the digits.
For 3 easy
Yeah,
payments
3 easy payments.
of $9.99.
Yeah, actually, it'd be like, I don't know how many.
but I mean, you get to see Adelaide and the Oban.
If you just went to Australia and you only saw Adelaide, I feel sorry for you.
Like I've been spending some time with like those Australians, and like for me, I should confess, like
Those Australians.
those, like I can
Those.
just show it my finger. As like Adelaide, kind of more interested area for me too when I go to Australia instead of Melbourne or Canberra or.
Because they've
Sydney.
shat on
You know,
it so
it's-
much.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
like
need to see
I
this.
want to see that city. I want to
He wants to see how bad it
I want to
actually is.
experience that.
You show up and you're like,
Oh man, okay.
You sound
now I
like someone who's
understand
never
that.
been to Adelaide before.
yeah.
That's what you sound like.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I'm talking from experience.
Batu, you should have been a journalist. So you could be like, Syria, is it really as bad as they say?
Hey,
I want to check it out.
as bad as Adelaide,
No, but
we're
it's-
gonna see.
Syria is probably pretty dope without, the war and everything.
Yeah, of
Right?
Yeah, they have a proper culture. and
Yeah, they seem pretty
tradition,
cool.
Like food and stuff. It's like, yeah.
They've got food and stuff. Wow, culture.
Like, come on.
Food.
They
We
have.
we have a
I know
good,
what you mean.
like,
They've
a
got their own
food
cuisine
culture.
and
Yeah.
they've got their they got
Yeah.
their own thing going on.
It's pretty similar to Turkish one though, but like southeast of Turkish one. Yeah. But good food.
I
for
heard
sure.
that they invented Döner, actually.
Yeah, sure. Also,
Get outta here.
Like
Did they?
yogurt.
It was Syrians.
No, come on.
Okay. Yeah, everyone likes to claim everything, you know?
Yeah, but like you can't just check Döner. Like this conversation I've been having with the people in Berlin is like every German people just show up and say, "Oh yeah, you're Turkish? Oh, like are you eating Döner?" I was like, "Yeah." It's like Döner is from Berlin. I was like, "Dude, like
I've heard that a few
Döner is,
times.
I don't know, they found Döner, I don't know, like end of 17th century in Turkey.
Hamburger
like in
is from
Ottoman.
Hamburg.
Oh, really?
Nice. Kings.
Frankfurter is from Frankfurt.
Turkeys are from Turkey.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. You stupid turkey.
Hey man,
Yeah. No, I'd call you a Turk, not a turkey. Come on.
I know.
Cool.
But I have heard many people say that, oh yeah, the Döner, it's Berlin thing, you know?
Yeah,
It's sadly not.
What part of it is there? How did that get started? How did the rumor
So
get started?
basically, what they say when I
Genghis
just
Khan brought
Here we
it to
go.
Turkey.
my statement, I was like, man, this is found in like Turkey in end of like 18th century, let's say. Like it's also like city is like very clear. It's like Konya,
they've been
middle
grilling
of
meat
Turkey.
for some
okay?
time.
But then when you say this, and German people just say, yeah, but like the bread is different than Turkish one. Yeah, okay, you're using pita, which we are using in every kind of food, and
It's
like,
just
yeah,
a
okay,
fucking
you put
sandwich,
the doner
right?
in it, it's the same shit, you know, different
Yeah.
whole. Yeah, it's like I don't know.
But the bread's different though, right?
No, we use the same bread for any other stuff, you know. It's just, yeah, okay, they have like a couple of sauce different,
Yeah.
but the meat one is really like disgusting here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the one they just
Even
press
the chicken
meat.
one.
It's because they all
Chicken
get
one is
delivered
good.
by the same van.
I think it depends
Exactly.
where you go, though.
Yeah, it depends where you go.
If you go to a good one, some like
Yeah,
they're
but
good.
that's the thing. Most of the doner places here, they gather this meat one
Yeah.
from like big companies who
Yeah.
produce. They're making like pushing the meat, you know, pressing the meat.
Yeah,
It's not like they're just putting the meat and then creating the whole.
Yeah.
This,
yeah, it's
what is
more
it?
of an art
Pylon
form.
of like meat.
Yeah.
You should
I've never
try
been
it.
to Turkey.
Man,
I
how
should
good
go
are
one.
kebabs? I fucking love
man.
kebabs.
Just-
We've been
just-
eating pizza, but now
But kebab is good.
it's good.
It's not. I'm not talking about doner. Kebab
No,
is
no.
like.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Another
like just
thing.
the whole shebang.
Yeah, it's pretty
The
good.
meat
Yeah.
with the sword.
Kebab at Euros?
Yeah, Scimitar, yeah.
Alla sås.
Döner är komplett. Döner är
Yeah.
komplett.
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 But kebabs are gyros, right? It's in the wrap.
Oh,
You mean a gyro?
No, gyros.
Like
Same.
like the
Comes
Greek,
from-
like the Greek thing.
the Greek.
Yeah, they call
that's
it
souvlaki, right?
Gyro, or what how do you
Gyros,
pronounce
Like
it?
when you
Yeah.
when it's in a wrap.
But that's the same idea, isn't it? Because gyro is based on like turning moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Döner
was the
means
same.
it turns in Turkish.
But a kebab, that's the same thing though, right?
Nah, kebab is like maybe there are like 30 different kind of kebabs. It's like different way of processing the meat.
Yeah, I think this is where.
My favorite kebab is a shish kebab.
Ah, man, nice.
But that's a different one as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of the 30 or 40, whatever. it
Yeah,
is.
What's the one in the wrap then?
that's a wrap kebab.
But that's the thing, you can put different kind of.
I see. I
I
see.
know what you're doing well.
And the
No,
one with
it's
the
like-
stick in it?
that's a
That's
shish
shish
That's a
kebab.
kebab.
stick kebab, man.
Yeah.
No. Shish kebab, Brody, not a stick kebab.
Shish.
This is all
Yeah,
very
right.
confusing.
Yeah, but like you can also wrap many different kind of kebabs
Yeah.
because there are like, for example, Adana, which is like spicy one. Like there's Urfa, which all comes from different kind of cities, kind of.
Mm.
I know, weird.
There's a kebab for every city.
Yeah.
Guess what city shish kebab comes from?
Same place as Shisha?
No.
Well, then I'm all out of ideas.
I'm out. I didn't have anything, so.
The shish kebab is the exception.
It's,
I have
well,
a question. Alex. Are you really interested in like going to shisha places? I don't know. I see like this European people are.
I don't
You're not
smoke.
European though, but like,
I've done like Shisha and
All my life.
I've done it.
I did it.
Made
Like,
I've dabbled.
Yeah.
I've had a shisha before.
I'll admit it.
I've done heroin.
No, like I'm not that big into shisha anymore. I used to. When
It's
I was
okay,
When I was
like-
younger, I did a lot.
It's okay as a gimmick, I think.
But you know, I'm a heroin and
I need something harder now.
more healthier.
yeah. Like
I'm
the
more
hard stuff.
into pure.
Do you do Shisha?
Nah, not really. But like it was mostly like what I remember from my childhood. The people who cannot smoke on the street because we are coming from small cities.
Then they go
so
to
everyone-
the shisha
exactly.
restaurant.
So they just
Okay.
like hide on the corner and just smoke like shisha or something like this.
You can't smoke on the streets?
You do, but like if you come from like very small city which
Everyone
has like a
knows.
30,000
Yeah.
population, so you know,
Everyone sees you smoking and
Yeah.
you're like, Batu smokes. And then your family is like, I'm ashamed of you.
That's it.
and there's
You're forbidden.
rap-
Out into the desert with you. That's what happens, right, in
man,
Turkey?
We don't have desert.
And
Yeah,
then-
you do.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's Middle East.
Have you been
that's
to
just-
Turkey, bro?
There's, you don't have
Let me
desert.
think, man.
You've
Not
got
you, I meant
camels
Sean.
and desert and shit.
Man, camels.
Flying
We don't.
carpets. Gotcha.
Son, you're pushing
Got
me.
his ass.
We don't have camels.
And Sean,
Nah.
Bullshit, there's camels there. I bet
Yeah.
you I could find a camel in Turkey.
Yeah, man, you can bring
Challenge accepted.
you can take the camel from Arabic countries and bring it to Germany, and camel's gonna live here.
oh, in the zoo,
Exactly
there are
my
camels, right?
point.
Yeah, it's not
But
a
I'm saying
problem.
I don't need to do that because there's already camels in Turkey.
Yeah, but like you
You're
don't
saying
see
wild-
it around. You know?
wild
No, you
camels.
don't see it.
Wild, wild camels.
But I don't know. You know, what a voice. Yeah.
Probably Australian camels.
You guys
Yeah,
have?
we got camels.
You
We
got
send them
camels?
to the Middle East.
Get out of here. You have camels?
Yeah, but we they're introduced.
Oh, okay.
They just,
They're
like-
not native.
Yeah, but they're wild now.
They're fucking
Like
wild.
like
mate.
foxes, man.
Oh, okay. I
We
guess.
got foxes,
yeah.
we got rabbits. All these things are introduced,
A
but they're
rabbit-proof
wild
fence.
now. Yeah.
Okay.
And we have
that's-
got camels.
That's really bad, actually, for ecosystem.
True.
It adapts.
Nah, man,
It
it's
adapts.
fucking fine. It's been fine. Been like that since always. So fucking mind your business, mate. Like, we got some foxes and shit now. Who gives a fuck?
We just needed them to hunt and whatnot.
Why do camels though?
Cane toads,
Because they need them to travel across the desert.
Oh, okay.
because we've got a big ass desert in the middle of the
Yeah.
country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then,
Then they discover
but they all
cars.
died.
then they just let them go. But now I think they're quite prized because you don't have the same diseases as back in the Middle East.
Ah, okay, so they take your camels back. They take their camels back.
Yeah, well, they're ours now. They got an Australian accent.
They got Australian accent. They're Australian camels.
They also send sand over to the Middle East.
Ah, okay, I believe
Yeah.
that.
They need that for building. So did
Ah,
Yeah,
you
we've
guys,
got-
you
we
guys
got-
have that rough sand.
Yeah, we got the good shit.
they just pack the camels with
'Cause
sand
their-
and just
Their
send
sand
them.
is like it just
It's
crumbles,
smooth. Yeah,
so they
it's
can't
so
build their
smooth.
skyscrapers.
Yeah.
They got weak sand.
You got weak ass Middle Eastern sand,
Sand.
bitch.
Ah, so Australia is actually the catalyst of 9/11.
Rock hard.
Yeah, pretty much in a roundabout way, but we called it 11-9 in
What? Because
Australia.
camels were flying the plane.
I don't know. You funded terrorism by sending sands and camels.
Somehow, hey, we didn't build the airplanes.
Who knows?
That's true.
Yeah, blame them.
I'm saying, yeah, the
they
camel.
they shouldn't have built the fucking planes.
Oh man, they've
They
been
were
busy
camel
with
terrorists.
the emos that time when people were building the planes.
True.
Emos.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
yeah. I don't know.
Well, like an emo camel.
Can you imagine? He refuses to walk.
That's a mutant. Yeah.
Emo camel cigarettes. For the sad camel.
Smoke, don't smoke. I don't
What does
care.
a sad camel do? Does he refuse water or does he drink?
Who cares, man? That's
yeah.
what a sad camel thinks. Who cares? You know, whatever. No one cares about how many humps I've got. Whatever, man. It's all the same to me.
Have you ridden a camel?
Yeah, I think I've been on a camel once.
Me?
No. I've been on a few
No,
things.
I have.
Really?
Been on an elephant.
A one or a two hump? I always wondered how you would ride a one hump.
That's exotic.
Very
you're on
exotic.
top of them.
Oh yeah.
Because the hump's huge, right?
I don't know. You
not
tell
like-
me. You've ridden one.
Well, not a single hump camel.
I have not in my life been on a camel.
It's pretty weird. They're fucking huge.
It's not about how many humps there are. It's how you use them.
Yeah.
Like that's other camels talking to each other. It's not about how many humps you've got. It's about how you use them. You know? That's right. You just tell all the other camels, Jimmy.
You're special.
Yeah. Don't worry about your single hump. You've got a beautiful hump, sweetie. Now go to camel school. The Australian camel going off to school. Mom, we got bullied again at camel school. Yeah. Anyway.
What do you learn at camel school?
Oh, man.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap shit up because we're clocking up so much time here that people have definitely stopped listening. So I think we can stop.
Well, let's. We thank Batu for showing up today.
Oh yeah.
We haven't had a guest for season 2.
Yeah, I know. Well, Frank was in the first episode, but we'll have to have more people. But you know what? It's so hard to get people on record
Yeah,
because people
that's
care about what they're gonna say. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna say worse shit, so don't worry about it. That's what I'm trying to tell people.
The lesser of two evils.
Yeah. So don't worry
It's
about
got
it.
some racist tirades going.
Sean's going on trying to make the world hate him before he hates the world.
Peace and love, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
No woman, no cry. Someone said that.
Yeah, Bob Marley.
Okay, there we go.
But he meant he just had bad grammar or whatever. He's like, no woman, no cry.
Oh, he meant no woman, don't cry.
Yeah.
He's telling her not to cry.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he meant like.
He's like, no woman, don't cry. That's what he should have said. But
Who knows?
he's a cool black dude, so he can say it. He smoked way more weed than I ever have, so.
You got time to catch up?
But Molly, I'm coming for you. That's all I'm saying. All right.
Be at the end waiting, man.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Well, see you next time, folks.
Ciao.
Out of here.